Back to the channel, F Dash here with F Dash TV. Another Card Heroes video for you. And today we're talking about adventures, or as it's also known, the main reason people quit playing this game. So why do I say that? Adventures is hard as balls. Like seriously, it is so damn hard. And this is PvE content. This is player versus environment, and it is absurdly difficult. Like it. So the other reason why is because you need to beat these levels. Like you have to in order to unlock these cards. If you're going to play the free to play method, if you're going to drop a bunch of money into the game and open chests, then story mode not only becomes easier theoretically, but you won't really need to beat these levels, right? So you see these big faces, right? Each stage, so to speak, has 5 big faces. So the first one is I guess he's called the Sly Bowman. Interesting. And then you've got the Druid. Then you've got the Bear. You've got the Dryad, and lastly, in this one, you've got the Wicked Troll. So this is the very first stage, right? This is the Magic Forest. Once you beat the very first, stage here, you get the Bowman, and he's quite good. Or the Rifleman, excuse me. He's quite good, and you actually use him forever. But that's how you unlock him, right? Without needing to buy him. And the same thing for the Druid. Once you beat this level, you get the Druid, and so on and so forth. So that's why playing the adventure mode is so important, and also why beating it is so important. Now, you don't need to get 3 stars. That's just me and my OCD-ness. I like to go back and 3-star on my levels. But you do have to beat the levels, right? And so beating the first... Okay, so and in between each of these phases are little nodes that you have to beat in order to get to the next stage, right? So there's usually 2. Those things can be hard as hell, too. And you'll probably get stuck there. But I'm going to focus on the Magic Forest. You'll probably get stuck here at the Furious Bear. Probably get through this, but this guy here, the Troll, is going to wreck you if you're not properly carded up, so to speak. So we're going to talk about the Wicked Troll and give you some tips on how to deal with him. I'll try not to use crazy cards because I know if you're beginning, you don't got him, right? Unless you pulled with money and coins. But so the Wicked Troll level has the Troll, who does a pretty significant amount of damage. You see, he's already level 5. He's going to hit you for 7, and he's got 19 health. Now, he does start the battle with 12 health, but keep in mind that there is a Druid here who is going to heal him for 4. So he's going to heal at least 3 people for 4. So, and he's going to do 4 damage himself. And then, of course, you've got the Bear, who's also going to be in the front line, doing 6 damage. 3 to begin with, but 6 damage after the first round, and he's got 15 health. And then, as in all the levels, there's an unknown enemy, right? So, trying to remember back then, what cards do you have? At this point, you will have the Rifleman, you will have the Druid, you will have a Bear, and you will also have the Dryad. I'm not saying it's a great team, but you will have these characters, right? So let's go in here. Let's create a deck here. I need a spot open. Let's just mess with this one. Yes, my deck. So you will have the Rifleman. So I'm gonna take him. Obviously, my Rifleman's way stronger. Right? There's nothing I can do about that. I believe you'll also have the Elf. I think that's one of the cards you start with. So you're gonna want both of them. I would say in the back. You're definitely gonna want to take your Dryad as well. The problem is that not the Dryad, the Druid. The Druid does not do a ton of damage. Not that I'm sorry, he doesn't have a ton of health at lower lows, right? Let's take a look at him. So let's say about level 5 is where you're going to be at. So level 5, well, he's got 11 health. Not exactly the greatest tank, but you could put him up in the front. I'm sorry, I just don't remember who exactly you start with. You probably start with this guy as well, the Spearman. If not, you probably also start with the Knight. I believe that's the card you start out with. So I would probably go with that 4-man lineup, right? So I actually probably have this team somewhere. Right, so something like this, right? So let's replace her I already have him in the lineup. Let's replace her with this guy and then the rifleman. Replace. Right, so I would try something like this, team. Now, if you don't have a good knight, then, because at level 5, let's look at the knight. He's only going to have 2 resistance. Now, 2 resistance is better than nothing, but you could take the Dryad if she is sufficiently leveled up. Now, the reason I say take the Dryad, let's look at her stats at level 5. She's got 14 health. That's pretty significant because you're either going to take 6 damage or you're going to take 7 damage. Now, the reason I say to take her is because she's going to take, she's going to get double the healing, right? So the Dryad at level, sorry, the Dryad, she is the Dryad. The Druid at level 5 heals for 4, so she's going to heal for 8. So she can heal more than the opponent's going to be able to attack her. So you could do that as well. Additionally, you can put her and the knight up front, which is probably not the worst idea. So let's do that. So let's also replace him, put the knight in, and then yeah, let's replace her with the Druid. So this is another team that could work because he's got built-in resistance. It's only 2, but still, and she's going to heal for 8. This is all assuming you're about level 5. You can over level if you need to. Let's go ahead and see. Now the other problem is, yes, you don't know who the back line is going to be. You don't know who that card is going to be right there. In this case, I got a whole bunch of stuff here. In this case, it is the Rifleman who he's going to do 6 damage, which is pretty rough here, right? So, and that's at level 4. So yours is probably at or around that same thing. You probably don't want him to be on the same lane as yours, although you can, because that way you just knock each other out, right? But as you can see, you want your best DPS in front of the troll, so you can take him out quickly because he's only got 12 health. Now, you could conversely also try to go after the bear because he's going to do less health in the beginning, but he's got a little more health up front, while also keeping in mind that he's most likely going to get healed. I wouldn't try to spread my attacks out. I would attack the same card or the same monster. So in this case, what I'm going to do, and again, I know I'm a little overloaded here, but what I would do is attack the bear with the Rifleman and then take him out and kind of leave the... now, if the troll was on the other side, this would be even better because I really want to take out the troll. But this will work either. So what I'll do is attack the bear, so that way his health goes down. That was always going to happen regardless, right? And if I died, I died. At this point, you can take that guy out right there like that. He's going to heal him. That was always going to happen. That's okay. What you want to do is you want to get the bear out of the way because you definitely want to destroy the Rifleman, right? So he's going to come out next turn. He's going to hit me. That's fine. It's for 7, you know. I'm obviously going to tank 2 of those hits. I took 5 hits. At this point, you could heal, but I would give it a little bit, right? Take your Rifleman, take out the other card in the back there. And again, I know I'm over leveled, but, you know, it's the basic idea here. And then you just start DPSing the front line. At this point, most likely, he's almost, if not completely dead, so you're going to want to heal. I mean, I don't really need to heal, but the idea is the Druid's there to heal that front line back to health, right? And then you just take out the other cards. So that's, and I want to say that's how I did it, honestly. I could be wrong, but I feel like that's how I did it. And that's, you know, that's basically how you can get past that first hurdle. Then you get your XP. And so this is the other thing that you can do, right? So as you can see, I have not done, I haven't done any levels in, oh geez, where am I? In the Abandoned Lands, because this level here, it's too high for me, right? These guys are level 13. I can't compete with that right now. So what you, and this is perfectly fine. What you'll find is that you're stuck at one of these levels. So what you want to do is definitely 3-star the highest level you can, and then, you know, just auto fight for 1 coin. Now, if it says auto fight for, I think it's like 25 or 15 or something like that, don't do that. Now, the reason this says 1 is because I have the buff on, the bravery buff. So so definitely only run auto if you have either the bravery or the heroism buff. If you don't, Do not run auto because it's way too expensive. So either way, the point is that you're going to want to essentially fight the highest level fight you can, basically just so you can get XP for your cards, right? And you can do that. I did that for a really, really long time. Not even trying to play the story mode, sort of just, leveling my cards, because the EXP you get from doing this is random. So you have, it's not very easy to level up cards. Unfortunately, Adventure Mode is one of the best places to get new cards. It's also one of the best places to level up cards. It's just random. That's the whole problem with Adventure Mode. It is very, very hard. So if you need, we'll probably do some more of these, because all of these levels are pretty hard. But if you have a specific level between the Magic Forest, the Great Step, the Dark Forest, and to those three that you want me to focus on the next video to help you out, tips and tricks, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time on F-TV. Take it easy.